Hey, man, let me out of this car.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block. Flip my hair, move my head, show the world I'm royalty. When I walk by, they be taking bows, cause they know I'm the queen, yeah. Move it, move it, groove it, groove it. They wanna know just how I do it when I do it, do it. I got that magic touch, it's a rush coursing through my veins. When I show up, everybody knows that I'ma change the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Let's get ready to rumble!
How are you? That's cool. You want me to play another video? So I can't hear a thing, right? So I'm gonna bring Drew on and y'all work it out.
Yeah, I can't hear Jimmy at all.
I can't hear Jimmy, but I can hear Billy and you, Drew.
Oh my God!
Yeah. How about that?
There he
How
is.
about that? Yeah, we like that better. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm just gonna work on my crap.
No, I'm a dummy. My mic was.
I
muted.
guess me and Drew came prepared for the Bassahaulic shirts, huh?
Right?
Yeah. Who cares about Bassahaulics? I mean,
I never heard of him.
You're rocking the real deal Holyfield there.
when you got Team Notorious in the house, baby. I mean, seriously.
Right?
That shit's pretty deep right now. You think about it.
Yeah.
I remember when I begged to get on the team. Now people's just willy-nilly being thrown on.
Oh, dude.
I don't know about all that. I get asked pretty often about it.
Every other day.
Pretty much. It's pretty constant.
Really?
Oh.
I mean,
I believe it.
Especially, we haven't even really been super active competing in the last year, and people still constantly thinking about it. Pretty cool.
Yeah. That says a lot right there.
That's a motley crew, man.
Right?
I mean,
So, Matt, what happened? Why are you in jail, man?
Dude, when we were live, when y'all were live last week, 2 weeks ago, and I made that comment about the Catholic trying to feed her Cheez-Its, it went against religious views on Facebook, and they locked me up for 30 days.
Wow.
It is insane.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I'm Catholic too. I wasn't like dogging the God. It's like, yeah, the Catholic dude that was feeding Jackie Cheez-Its. And then bam, banned 30 days.
I think Jimmy just challenged. Hold on. How did I challenge Matt? No, that's not true. Absolutely not, Mont. Mont's talking shit in the comments.
I can't see the comments.
Oh, because you guys
Are
are
you on a phone? Or are you on a computer?
No, I see it now.
because I posted. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's just talking mess. You know him.
It's Mont.
He may be talking about that tap out thing.
I don't tap nobody out. I'm not allowed. That's Drew or Steven. Definitely Steven.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Uncle will tap you out in a heartbeat.
Next year's going to be a little different, but
Yeah.
Duncan's van 2 years ago, they taught me in against it, and dude, he rocked my world, dude. I went back to the hotel room, called Tiffany. I was like, look, I'm probably about to call the emergency. I'm about to call 911 and take my ass to the doctor. I couldn't breathe. I was having panic attacks after getting in that thing. It fucked me up royally.
Was that in the van or the truck?
In the van.
In the van.
The truck ain't no joke either.
Truck's stout too, but that van, I got tucked up in the corner and I just seen that little smirk. I was like, oh fuck, it's bad. I knew it was gonna be bad.
Listen, every time I've gotten in the van, which has only been 2-3 times, he always stands back where you can't see him. You don't know when that knob twist is coming. You know, it's like a painful not knowing when it's happening.
Look at that.
You can't prepare yourself for the hit.
I seen your wife. Hi, Brandy. We can't hear you.
That was one of our friends. They can't hear you.
I think it's pretty cool how Duncan knows what I know he pokes his head in there and looks at it and all that, but he don't care what the subs do. They can be slapping, flopping, bottoming out.
That's why he breaks.
He doesn't know.
Yeah,
you know?
He doesn't care. There were Dunkin' Dollars right there.
Oh, he cares.
I love him to death, but he plays until just no remorse. No remorse. I don't know how else to say it, but no remorse with Duncan.
Well, Matt rose the temperature at sundown at least 10 degrees, right?
If not more, man. It was brutal. It was.
I walked by your vehicle, wasn't nobody there. You done gone somewhere, right? I promise you, I was 8 feet away, and I felt the heat.
When I shut it, it got so hot where I started to feel sick in it, and I turned it off and cut it off, and I hit it. I think I was with Brian Lloyd or Josh, and I hit the front subs. It was 277, and the rear subs were over 300. I was like, oh shit, like
Wow.
it was bad, and that's the hardest I've ever been on that thing.
Well,
They didn't stink though. They didn't.
Keep going.
They didn't have no smell to it.
I've seen
come by there
375 out of my coils before. Well, actually, I
scared.
think Drew gets louder than that in Steven's truck.
I used to. Yeah, we talked about it.
How about the weather, right?
Right. Drew, how loud is yours? Don't you got low 60s?
Yeah, Tahoe probably do a 64 as it sits right now.
Yeah, that's not really what I call low. That's what I call that's mid. That's pretty loud.
It's pretty good. It's
Yeah, ain't
It'll be
good.
a lot louder next year though. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Drew's he's kind of being quiet tonight. What's up, Drew?
No, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Coachy's tired.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I'm tired and busy, but that's life. Yeah, the Nitro is getting rebuilt soon, so it'll be louder than the Tahoe is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting to see
That's
that.
what.
I'm gonna do
Dude, when I got a demo of that thing in Batesburg, when y'all came after the show, when I got that thing when it was on the trailer, dude, y'all pushed my shit in on that one too. That thing was wicked.
Dude, the Nitro has always been kind of more. It's more painful than the Tahoe is, even though it's not as loud. It's aggressive.
100%. 100%.
It's aggressive.
I don't know
It's
if I've
loud.
ever heard the Nitro. I've heard your vehicle a couple times. You come to a couple shows, and I've heard it, but I don't know if I've heard the Nitro.
Did you hear my Nitro, Billy? Yes, actually, you did.
Yeah.
My first 2 or 3 shows. Well, you heard the
Right.
loudest Nitro in the world. That's all that matters.
Right.
For now.
Yeah.
I still hold that record, Drew. I love you, but
His metered louder, but it didn't demo like ours does. Ours is
no, because I tap you out.
it's
Nobody
aggressive.
sit there for them demos.
But no, the rebuild should do 67s, 68s.
Oh wow.
somewhere in
Yeah.
there.
So now, Matt, where's yours at? You ever put it on the meter?
Matt's is
Yeah.
nasty. Nasty.
We man, I didn't build that thing for the meter.
Right.
I wanted something when we contact and reached out to Drew. I told him I just wanted a demo monster. I wanted to be able to beat on it. It was all pre-COVID when COVID was starting to roll in. I was getting COVID bonuses left and right at work, and I was running the FU audio, and I got tired of the company. I was popping subs left and right, brand new out the box, trying to break them in. They'd pop. So I went to Josh. I was like, hey, it's time. Let's do Sundown this thing. And I reached out to Drew, and at first I was going to do 615s. And then Sundown sent Josh Elite Euro 2 ZV5 15s when they were supposed to be 12s. And Josh was like, what are you going to, like, I was like, I told Josh, I was like, what are you going to do with the subs? He's like, I'm going to send them back. I was like, no, I'll buy them. And he said, yeah, that'd be good to have 2 spares. I was like, no, we're not doing 2 spares. We're adding 2 more to the truck. I reached back out to Drew. I was like, dude, you're going to kill me, but I need another design. And that's just how it went down, man.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I'm telling you, though, that build is nasty. I personally sat in that vehicle. It's nasty.
It's
I
stout,
think it's
man.
got the
But
equivalent to do a 66, 67 with ease, but the cabin is the biggest issue.
I don't even want to
Yeah,
put my
man.
vehicle next to his. I think I'm going to retire.
I do.
Mhm.
That way
Right.
he can demo all day, and I can kind of sit there, be like, yeah.
Right.
well, if y'all notice, I've been demoing with both doors open now.
Yeah.
I don't
He
lose
keeps
the
cabin
capacity.
together.
Me too.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Have
When
you lost any subs?
no, that's the thing. Now I was losing subs when I was demoing with the passenger door open. our passenger door shut, driver door open. I was unloading the front driver sub all left and right. And then me and Michael Bryan were on the way to Sundown, and we could both feel heat coming off the block through the firewall from our ankles up to our knees. So I know the firewall shot. You know what I mean? But and I know I got a big tear in the passenger floorboard. Josh was talking about going back in, taking out the dash, patching up, seal plating it, doing the floors, sealing up, replacing and fixing. Because I don't care. Like, they say, well, you can't do this, you can't run this class. I don't care about the class. I just demo. You know what I mean? I do it for fun. I'm not a number chaser. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks I should because it's stout, puts out numbers, whatever. That's not what it does, man. I just demo, have fun, see the smiles.
I mean, you can meter it and play around just for fun, but if you're not, but the thing is, like, vehicles that demo well aren't gonna be loud enough to actively win in whatever class they're in.
That's Dan Current, right? That's Dan Current on the helmet.
What?
Is that Dan? Dan said demo that bitch on jack stands. Yeah, he did do that. And dude, the jack stand sunk into the ground like 2 inches.
That's Dan Current for you.
But yeah, it
was intense.
Let's say his truck meter to 67. That's super loud. But it's not loud for 815s on all that power. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, playing around on the meter is definitely a good time. But whenever you want to start really competing, like everybody wants you to do, you got to take it super seriously, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Or compete against people like you. Like your kind of build, not a 70 hertz Burke vehicle. you know.
Yeah.
Well, Drew's benefit though, the Nitro was not a 70 and it played music. That's what I really liked about that Nitro and that build. That's what made me actually go after that vehicle and that build. But
Nitros are awesome. It'll be a little less musical for this. So we're going to do 2 phases, or 3 probably. The build for 2023, another for 2024. Basically the same thing, just modified for different organizations. And then 2025 will probably be
all that matters, though.
Huh?
I said Base Wars is all that matters, though.
I want as many world championships as we can get in the 2 or 3 year span in every organization.
By that time, we'll have our SQ out.
Hold on. Don't get Drew started on SQ.
So, like, a good build for Base Wars and USAC won't do well in IASCA or Drag. They're too different. Yeah. So we're going to do USAC, Base Wars, Mecha. I think that's it for 2023, but I want to go after as many as we can get in 1 year.
But for us, you can probably build for the other org and be fine with ours because we're real liberal.
Yeah, when
not
I say,
in our way of thinking, but on our rules.
When I say build form, I mean like the enclosure itself, like a super loud outlaw vehicle won't do well legal. Like with doors shut, windows up, Michael glass, it won't do that well once it's sealed up. And a super loud legal vehicle, they sometimes gain when you open the door, but they sometimes also shred sub because all the loading goes away.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to do Base Wars, USAC, and Mecha this coming year, and Drag and IASCA the years after that, and then straight demo like 12-12 in a 4th or 6th in Nitro, and just because at that point the cabin doesn't matter. It doesn't need to stay together anymore.
Right.
So we'll just build something to float Matt in the window or something.
That's what I'm waiting.
So y'all aren't going to do anything to the cabin was in the Nitro.
We're going to keep it within USAC and Mecha modification rules.
Okay.
Hopefully IASCA and Drag, but we may have to make some pretty big cabin changes 2023 to 2024 in that little gap to get it to fit in those orgs. Because there's such different rules for your organization when it comes to what is allowed in mod classes.
Right.
So
that'd be nasty.
Oh yeah, I mean it should still play music-ish. It'll probably play down to the mid-30s, low 30s.
Sundown, run Sundown in it?
No, we're gonna do the new Kicker Solo X's. We may do Sundown amps. We're not we're kind of up in the air with amps. The plan is 8 JP63s or 4 JP83s. We haven't decided yet. It kind of depends on what class in USAC we want to go for. If we want to go for a clamp class, we have to bring it down to 2 amps strapped for the clamp class, because the USAC won't clamp more than 2 amps when they're strapped, or 1 amp by itself.
1 amp solely.
Yeah, so 4 JP83s would be easier to do that, and then have all 4 for like Street Beat 3 and the other stuff. But like I said, we'll figure it out. And then I'm also going to compete in SQ a little bit throughout the year
with the 3500.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! You got a lot of time and research into that truck. I know you do.
Dude, it's sounding good. It's sounding real good. The last couple of months has been a lot. All this education and all these classes and everything. But
I'll be back. My fire alarm is going off.
Boy. This live stream too hot. But
okay.
There's been a lot of learning and a lot of time, but it's been fun. It's been worth it. Made some really great connections, so
I need to get you with your computer in my truck.
Oh, with that tuning thing?
Yes, sir. Because I have the whole kicker system, IQ, everything. It's all good.
If your front components cost as much as 165 DV build, you might be SQ. My front components are only retails like $1,000 for the entire mid to high setup in the Duramax, which is like budget stuff compared to the people I've been hanging out with.
I don't know.
Billy set the fire alarm while burning water. He'll be back.
That's because Matt's in here. Everybody's like, "Oh shit, this shit's on fire tonight."
Yeah, see, Wyatt's right. So we got 8 2Ks, but we won't, because of it's really efficient. I mean, it'll do a 60 with the ZV5s. It'll do a 60 with 6,400 watts. With U's, it did a 60 with like 4,000. And we've got a bunch of rides in it because it's really efficient. So with all 8 2Ks, we only clamp like 11,000 total. They'll do a 62.2 or something like that with a broken room.
So Matt, what's the plans for you this year? Are you
stuck together?
You rebuilding? I mean, do you want to let any secrets out? Is there any secrets? Just what's up for Matt?
Definitely got to fix the cabin. The doors. I got plenty of spare doors. Everybody's. I was debating on going extreme with it, but dude, I love to drive this thing. You know what I mean? Like, I like to drive it, go beat the block down, drive to work on the weekend. You know what I mean? I bought the amps to do the 8 Salt 6Ks on the 8 ZV5s, but man, it doesn't need to do it. Do I need to add those extra 4? No, I really want to do it for a wow factor, and I know I'd get a little bit more out of it, but I know I'll end up tearing up subs left and right.
I mean, when you're at that point, though, I mean, seriously, I chase the numbers. Drew chase the numbers. He understands. It gets boring after a while. Don't worry about chasing the numbers. Don't worry about what it does there. Just worry about, and I'm going to throw it out there, the efficiency word. Worry about where you can demo all day long and not have to worry about blowing nothing.
I mean, that's like
you already
do. It went from being able to demo.
Already do. I mean, seriously, that shit is nasty. Everybody loves it. You're not blowing very much. I mean, yeah, you have that extra 2 or 3 clicks where you turn it up and, shit happens. Right. But,
yeah,
if you get at that level where you were demoing it all weekend long and scraping, you had no problem until the very end when you turned it up.
I will say this. Because I reconed 4 of the subs and dropped them in the very back. I was getting Carly from Sundown a demo because she was the judge. She was one of the judges. And dude, y'all, I wasn't even really hammering on this thing. I was 5 clicks down the head unit, 3 clicks down on the subwoofer level, and one of the subs got a little smoky. So I changed the song real quick, played something 18 to 21 hertz, and let it cool down real quick. Went back up, and y'all, when I tell y'all, now I did give it breaks. I gave it a 30-minute break here, walked around, took pictures, said hey, taught everybody. But man, I don't Drew, y'all, when I tell y'all I wailed on this thing at Sundown Show.
Oh man, I came by
Sundown. I didn't go there.
Y'all, when I tell you it's blow or go, I really didn't. I wouldn't care if it burned to the ground. You know, you got that kind of show, and you got an all Sundown build. Like, you want to show out. And what made it even, like, more of an eye-opener when Jake came up, he's like, hey, man, everybody keeps telling me come get a demo of this thing. Let me get a demo. And that was, like, the icing on the cake of my weekend right there. Like, owner of Sundown, want to hear, out of all the bills, wanted to, you know what I mean? So it made me feel really good, you know?
Yeah.
But,
when you know it's there.
Now, I did give him those extra clicks and extra +2 on a subwoofer level.
Oh, yeah,
I gave him. I was ready to smoke all the subs. I didn't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
they were probably already 250 degrees.
if not more, more, really, because those things were. Yeah, he gave a thumbs up, man. Yeah, but that's the hottest. That was the hardest and the hottest I've ever played that truck.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, I came by and I could feel the heat almost at that road, right, the pavement right in front.
That's what's up. That's badass, dude. Seriously.
Dude, it was hot.
So it was
like that sometimes. It'd be all right.
You need a fan to get a demo in that thing.
Dude, look here. I knew the cabin was hot when my stainless steel cup holders. I couldn't rest my arm on my console because the cup holders were hot.
Yeah,
I knew it was putting out heat then. You know what I mean? But I had fun. I was expecting to lose subs and amps, but man, it held together. I drove it out there today for like 30, 45 minutes. And I drove by Tiffany's hospital, and like from the road to the hospital is probably like, I don't know, 10 blocks, 12 blocks. And she made a video of me vibrating her office phone in the hospital.
It's funny as hell. Hell yeah, that's funny.
Oh, the hell yeah, you know, I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool. Hey, has anybody tried the ATM since I told you guys about that? You can go up next to an ATM and bump it pretty hard, and not 65 hards, like 55 hards, and usually it'll knock them out. Used to do that. I wonder if it still does. I don't have any way to test it right now.
I actually I got a video where I made the screen go black with my card in it, being funny. I was like, "Oh shit!" But it came back 3 or 4 minutes later. I thought it was going to eat my card and not give me my money back. You know?
Right? Oh yeah, you got to do it after you've done business. You know?
Yeah, I got a video of that. I actually think I sent it to I sent it to Chevy Black, and who else I sent it to? I think I posted in the Notorious group. But yeah, I had the ATM going bonkers, man.
Yeah, used to. It's a temporarily out of service, and I don't know what they did to fix it, but
I was hoping it was going to spit out a little bit more money than I was trying to pull out, withdraw, but it didn't. You know,
like, psych, you ain't getting nothing now.
Yeah, right. Take my card and keep my money. You know,
y'all in trouble now. That's all I got to say.
Hey.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Finally out of jail.
No, he's not out of jail. He can just get on StreamYard. There's a way around that.
So I get on Facebook now.
What's up, Dan?
I just tuned in to see Drew's sexy beard there, glistening. Look at it.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Glistening.
Hold on, I got you.
Oh, yeah. There's that shimmer. We got Drew's beard and Matt's mullet, man. This is almost like late night Cinemax, you know what I'm saying, going on here tonight.
But better.
Right. Man, I haven't heard that term in like 15 years, man.
I mean, if you were lucky and had the neighbor kid that actually could get it without the scramble thing where you stare and go cross-eyed trying to see something.
Damn, you got lucky.
Yeah.
So what's up, you sexy beast? Drew, you awful quiet tonight. I mean, I know you guys aren't used to being loud, but you awful quiet.
Oh man, I'm halfway kind of working on something on the side right here, but No, I'm letting everyone else talk. I'm not taking all the spotlight. I'm just hanging out.
I have a question for you, Drew. It's a technical question. You know how some people use 16 inches per square foot to dictate the surface area of a port? Yeah. How do you like to do it?
It's based on cone area, power, available space, and goals.
So,
yeah, DD was the people who kind of started. I think they're the ones who started the 16 square inches of port per cube and all that. Like a long time ago. It works. It'll get you close enough, but if your goal is something else, then it doesn't always work. Like if you feel like 16 square inches of port and you want lows, you're probably not going to get it. Or you want wind, you're not going to get it.
So that's actually my question. Really, that's what I was kind of leading to. Is at what inches per cubic feet, or actually be better per size sub, do you think the port starts unloading? And
it varies, unfortunately,
with power, and I know compliance up front. But
yeah, and also in like how the enclosure is shaped, where everything is, and then also what's in front of it. Yeah, there's a bunch of variables that go into it.
So I can't take the build out of your Tahoe and put it in my Tahoe, and it'll be the exact same.
Nah, because you got no cabin.
See, I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. I know I'm being
nitros. We both had 415s, both nitros, but B-pillar wall. Ours is a lot more efficient. You know, you got a sunroof. That's one variable that was a 50% kill in efficiency that people just wouldn't think about. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's just there's always something to it.
Well, I know, and that's kind of where I was going with that old silly ass comment was, I mean, just because Drew has a build in his Tahoe, he gives me the exact same specs, the exact same everything that he has in his Tahoe, and I put it in mine, but I'm running different equipment, different power, different everything. All the numbers are going to change. Nobody in realistic world can vary or spit out them numbers in the difference. I guess I'm trying to say.
So how many square inches do you think, on an average, would cause the port to unload? If we compared it to that 16 inches. And look, this is what I'm doing here.
If you're trying to play lows, 16 is probably you're probably gonna have issues, even at 16. If you're trying to play like 20 hertz, you're probably gonna have issues maintaining sub control, even at 16.
So what I'm trying to do is, we figure our classes by cone area plus port area.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do away with the port area. I want to incorporate it into some numbers with my cone. Just kind of massage the classes to where people don't have to calculate their port. Where I want to use my brain and say, okay, this is how big this class can go, because any more you're going to unload. And I just want to kind of do that math for them to make it easy.
Probably not gonna. I don't think there's too many variables to be able.
I was just about to say that is an infinite number of variables there.
Yeah, I mean, because
going down the rabbit hole with that.
Because I've seen like giant ported, SP like Burt builds that can still play music ish, but their port area would say they couldn't. It's just too many variables with that, I think.
Well, I'm gonna figure that out within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, I mean, feel free to reach out to me if you have any closure questions or whatever.
Billy, when are you trying to change that? Are you
I want to announce it next week or the week after. Our finals is October the 1st, and I want to have everything announced for the new year by then.
Okay.
So we got
two new classes.
Yeah, we're gonna do a couple clamp classes. We got another format called Demo Wars. And
hold on, do we have to meet her in Demo Wars?
No.
Okay, good.
But and then I also want to do away with this whole calculate your port, because the different size ports really throws people for a loop. No, the different shape ports. Shapes. Yeah, that really makes it different.
People's brains.
If they're trying to compete, they should just stop doing shapes and just make their port square.
Right.
Square,
right. Make an efficient port. But,
I mean, the most efficient vehicles I've ever seen had 90-degree angles in the boxes and square ports.
Wow.
So,
yeah, that's.
I don't know. There was that one that had an arrow port, but it was still 90 degrees angles inside the box.
Yeah.
You got this, Brad. Just knuckle up and bring it.
Travis.
Right.
Dude,
And by the way, I got to interject here on a commentary from earlier. We're talking about Duncan's van.
Yeah.
And Duncan going hard and blowing stuff up. See, I heard word on the street is it's not the user, it's the designer that caused all that.
I mean, if I had done anything more than calculate the bottom chamber, sure. But it's been changed since then.
Right.
All I did was figure out how big the bottom chamber was, and just whatever was left up top was whatever was left.
Well, I mean, I hear his designer, pre-breaks and pre-cooks his coils for him now. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't have to go through the headache of doing that.
I show up before the show.
He just gets to rebuild them.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Right.
Drew,
So we were
ready
going to Made of Steel, bro. Going to Made of Steel. And I tell this dude, I'm like, look, don't break it on Friday, bro. Let's wait till Saturday. Friday's just setup day.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Right.
Broke it Friday.
Dang.
Hold on.
Duncan put the apron on and started cooking coils, huh?
That's sad though. When you gotta go, it's not even, hey, bro, let's keep it cooled off and keep it charged. No, now it's with Duncan is, hey, just wait a day before you break it. Like it's guaranteed you're gonna break it. Just just stall out a little bit on the brake.
Hopefully, with a bunch of this stuff I've been learning and this accurate testing equipment, I want to make it sit way more efficient so he doesn't need as much power to get loud.
Drew said we have.
You gonna put a governor on his amps for him?
A couple times. Hold on now.
I'm gonna give his ass a Sony radio that has the max volume lockout. You can only go to volume 10. That's all you get, dog. He's gonna be in the DSP like, come on.
At least give him his favorite brand head. You at least give him a JVC, dude.
Sony is the only one that I know that has an actual setting for max volume, like in the radio. So if you set it to,
he's straight capping
Duncan. As far as we'll go.
You could do it the old school way. We used to throw resistor in on the inputs, so people couldn't go.
Rear loading walls definitely help with efficiency. Most big flat walls, yeah. We're already planning on something like that for the Nitro. Big old angle in the back of it or something. But it's going to have to be adjustable for testing.
I think there's somebody building something in the works for Mr. Current.
Maybe.
What?
Is Jackie having another baby?
You talking about?
I'm sorry, you breaking up, sir? Excuse me? Hey, you still owe me child support for the last one, Billy. So until you pay up, you don't get to have no more.
Oh, we got Travis watching. Travis, where's my battery, bro?
Right. So I'm proud to announce this, you guys. Travis came on with us to help us with our tag plate awards. So he's going to be a sponsor on there, along with Southern Thunder and Savard came on first. So those three people will be sponsoring our tag plates. I'm excited about that. I
love Savard, man. Those are some good people, man.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty close to me too.
Well, junior and senior is amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've known senior for a while. I'm actually just starting to get to know junior, but I mean, they're just a cool ass family. Just
I'm gonna tell you,
products aside, whatever. I mean, them in general are they're cool as fans.
You know why? Because they're Louisiana boys, bro. That's just how it is.
They've got a really cool new product. I think is going to touch every true bass head in the next year. That I think everybody's going to have it. I think it's a game changer for all you guys. You're going to be excited when they announce it, and it won't be long. You're going to be really excited.
Have y'all seen?
I figured Drew and Will Savard Sr. got to be talking because, that's how Will started out, was doing enclosures. That's what he started out in the industry doing.
Senior?
Yeah.
Back in the day? Yeah, okay.
Building enclosures. Before he ever built his first speaker, he was doing some really sick things with enclosures way back in like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
And
he's pretty much retired now. I think he spends a lot of time on boat. Not the casino boat, but a real.
What were you trying to say, Matt?
Have y'all seen the new bass knobs that Amp Lab is making?
Yeah.
Oh, the wireless ones?
The wireless ones?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Dude,
sir. That's
those
pretty
things look
bad.
nasty. Those things look nasty, dude. I done reached out to him. I was like, dude, I want one, proto, whatever. He had 10 made, but he's about to have a batch coming out here whenever and put me on the list. But yeah, I want to give that a run. I want to check it out and see.
Yeah.
They look cool, but it's Bluetooth controlled until you piss somebody off and they Bluetooth into it from their phone.
Only Dan Kurt would do some shit.
Yeah.
Dan would do that. Trust me. Dan would be that person.
That would suck. Now they make me not even want to do that. Dude, I was hesitant. This is pretty bad. I was hesitant about putting the bass knob on the back stunt wall so you can adjust it when you're standing back there. Like, it's kind of effed up. You got to be hesitant and worry about someone walking by and just juicing it when you're in a cabin giving someone a demo. You know what I mean?
But who turns down the stunt wall, though?
Dude, obviously not
you.
Dan.
Not Dan.
I do when Dan Kurt's around. I'll unplug his RCAs and turn shit down.
Something, bro. This shit just too much.
I'll be running the show and he'll back right up to me and then immediately face right where he'll position his vehicle like 2 or 3 times just to make sure he's in that right spot and then open his shit up. I'm like, you're an asshole.
I was nice at the last show. You tried to get me over there by you, and I was just like, bro, I'm going to let you have your thing.
They wasn't going to let you play, so why not come over there and hang out with me?
Well, I tell you guys what.
I was getting that.
This fella right here, Hayden, he may know who it was, but I heard a stunt wall that sounded phenomenal at the show I was in Florida this last weekend. I never got up and left and went and looked to see what it was because I was still running from all the others that were around it that were piercing my ears, But one of them stood out and sounded good. Yeah,
I'll say there's one out of New York, Ralphie Sounds.
Ralphie, yeah.
Ralphie's is by far one of the biggest ones out there, but it, to me, is one of the... I could sit in front of it all day. It's stupid loud, but it's just so full range and so clean. And I don't know how he does it. I'd like Drew to figure out how he does it because he's running, and I don't know how he's got his crossover set up or anything because I looked in the van and there's 3 Teraamps 160Ks. So I don't know how the hell he set active crossover points on as many different speakers as he has and made it sound like it does, but somebody was magical.
A lot of processing.
Gotta be. Yeah, dude, that's the most silly van. That thing's ridiculous.
We're putting at least 2 processors in Duncan's van. 2 of the JL Tweak 88s.
Yeah, Mott's doors are gonna be silly too.
Mott's doors are gonna fall off.
100%. He's gonna have fucking bottle stands up underneath the door just to jack it up and keep the weight off.
What did Daryl say? What's the difference when stepping down to the floorboard for a rear chamber versus keeping it straight? I get unloading. Well, I mean, if whatever sub's unloading, if there's a larger gap between that and the floor than the other ones, then yeah, that makes sense. Generally, it's not an issue unless you're running a ton of power or playing super duper duper low. Jack stands just like Carlos.
Carlos, yeah.
But Carlos is just because the door is that much concrete in it.
Yeah,
Mott's going to do it with speakers.
They're pretty heavy.
Carlos's van, Dan.
Dude, I can't tell with my 3. I can only imagine how heavy that door's going to be.
Bro, I didn't realize how heavy they were until he broke one out at the hotel, and he's like, here. And I'm just like, what the?
It's like holding an SA.
Dude, that thing is stupid.
It is, for sure.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all believe that too much deadening could kill yeah.
Yes, I've seen it happen, but never.
Kill what?
Every vehicle is different.
Kill your numbers.
It just changes your resonant frequency and your actual where your actual peak is. So you have to then go and adjust everything else.
But you got to keep tuning and tweaking and tuning and tweaking.
I mean, there are cars where if you put deadener in like a CRX, they are loud at a specific frequency. So if you put the deadener in the wrong spot, it will change that frequency, and then you're just not getting it back because that's just where the car is loudest. So you have to fight around that.
Yeah,
but for most vehicles, no. You just make it like a brick, and then you tune around that. You tune around the vehicle, or you test with the new cabin, basically.
I've seen Travis. Yo, yes, it can. Man, yo, let me shine on Travis real quick. That was the first time ever meeting this cat.
Yeah,
dude, one of the most laid back, cool cats you could ever meet. You know what I mean? And he's got those wire organizers. I'm gonna get him to make me a batch of 75 or 100. So more than likely, I'm still gonna stick with the plan. But dude, I get so lackadaisical, don't want to do it, make an excuse. Oh, it's fine. I get talked out of it. You don't need the other 4 amps. But I'm gonna get those wire.
Just do it.
I know.
Man, just admit Tiffany cracking that whip on you, man. Get it out there.
Dude, speaking of Tiffany, we just put 2 12s and a 3500 watts amp in hers. And dude, that thing's rocking, bro.
I bet 2 12 and 3500 watts off the rock.
Rocking.
Right?
It might hurt your score at first. You'll just have to retest the enclosure and re-find out where your vehicle actually peaks. Of course, most people don't actually know where their vehicle peaks. They just know where their power is greatest. So, whatever.
Right.
Speaking of why, Drew, I got a question. Why did you not SQ out Brandy's Explorer? You would think that would be a better environment.
Because the Explorer can't tow SPL vehicle.
Oh.
Ouch.
Big brain. No, we are going to do a SQ system in it, but it's going to be I want to try to keep it to a lower class so she can compete against not in the class that I ended up in, because I'm competing against the heavy hitters basically. That's why I get my ass stomped every show.
But it's a learning experience.
I don't know much about the SQ because it's been a long time since I judged for USAC back in probably 03, and I ain't competed in it since. No, I see. So my question is, Drew, because you do Bassahaulic Productions, will you have to go in the big dog?
That's why I'm in.
Oh shit!
Pro amateur. So
Jimmy, just leave it alone, dude.
Wrong bed. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I could probably get out of that class if I wanted to, because Bassahaulic Productions isn't registered as a car audio company. So I could probably be like, look, bro, it's not a car audio company. It's a design firm. That's not related to car audio at all. But it's not worth it.
Right.
I'll just take my ass beatings until I get my scores up.
That's what I do too.
Yep.
But y'all gotta see that smile. Look at that smile. Come on. Show that smile though. Come on.
Who?
You. Look at that right there. That smile makes everything worth it right there.
Whatever, dude.
Hey, you should have seen that smile at about 2 a.m. in a parking lot.
Dude, I was so, man, look here. I was so tired, and especially after being with Mont, me and Michael were driving on the way home.
Boy.
And dude, I was driving down the road, falling asleep, but I was laughing. And Mikey looked at me, he's like, dude, what the heck? I was like, dude, I was wiped out from the heat.
Delirious, yeah.
Yes, dude, I was wiped out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we got it done, dude. I can't believe the break on it, dude.
That's one thing I noticed about SQ shows. You're not tired at the end of the day. You're good to go. You're good to go, bud.
Fucker, really.
Well, you're not sitting there getting the ever-loving crap beat out of you all day.
Exactly. I mean, that's why, at Slam, I had Nick and Maggie demo the Tahoe mostly, because, man, you're just tired. That wears you out. People just don't get it.
It takes a toll.
Yeah. I mean, that's people always like, oh, let's go out, let's go do something. I'm going to bed, bro. I've been getting a 164 or 160 to the face for 8 hours. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And especially with the new, now that we got the overheating sub issue figured out. So I hope we just play and play and play and play. It just doesn't have to stop anymore.
Hell yeah.
Does it still spark though?
Yeah.
Well, at some point in time,
Sub
yes.
is still sparking. It's been sparking for like 6 months now, or like 7 months.
Yeah.
It was sparking in Mississippi.
It's still in there.
Way before that.
No, it's still in there.
Dude, look here, Mississippi. That's probably one of the best shows I've ever been to. Like, it was just such a draw dropper. You know what I mean? Like,
Scraping was great this year.
dude, it was nice. And the spot y'all had, man, in the shade, getting a breeze. Like,
Where was the shade and the breeze at? Because I missed that.
You were too
we
far
were-
over, bro.
You always go too far that way, Dan.
No,
Absolutely.
he does not. He needs to go further with that loud ass wall, bro. I can't hear nothing.
I try to park it right there to entertain Jonathan Price all day.
You need to.
Matter
You
of
should have
fact,
aimed it
you
across the street
jacked-
at the 5-star boy.
Dan jacked my spot on Sunday.
I damn sure did.
Oh.
Yeah, he actually did. Yeah, that's right.
Matt was like hung over, sleeping somewhere. I'm like, oh nah, snoozed, he loosed. I snatched right up in there.
So Sunday was another Sunday at Scraping and Sunday at Slam. The only people who left demoing at the end of the day, was us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody else gave up.
Always.
That was probably one of the best shows, hands down, that I've been to.
Well, Saturday was just a survival. It wasn't even a show. That was like an episode of Survivor. Like,
Boy.
can you just make it through that day?
Yeah.
Dude, listen, me
To
and,
be truthful, yes. You're
me and
absolutely
Tiffany were hurting from Friday. And then, like, I felt fine and all that, doing demos. I was still dragging tail, a little hungover, whatever. But, dude, Tiffany's like, hey, go get me a burger. Bro, when my fat behind walked on that pavement, 10 degrees hotter, I was like, man, I started getting, like, queasy, started getting nauseous. But, dude, I'll tell you when I really got, like, I was like, man, fuck this, I can't stand in the line, was when she wanted me to get her the hamburger, and I stood in front of the concession stand, and all that heat was, because they had fans blowing behind them, blowing the heat.
right.
I don't know if it was the heat, the smell, probably, but everything. But I texted him. I was like, "Babe, you probably ain't going to eat today if you got me in line saying the same." But then they picked up the line and got it moving fast, and I got the burger. But that was brutal.
Yeah, no,
It's hot.
So Scraping was hot. It was really hot this year, but audio used to be in like the back left corner of. So if you were facing our booth, we were like back left. Bro, it was
the ninth gate of hell.
So brutal. So brutal.
That was on the parking lot, on the pavement, right?
Yeah, it's the ninth level of hell.
No, dude,
The first year I went down there, Drew got heat sick.
Yeah, no, we literally
That
we
was
did
the
go
first
back
year.
Sunday. Like we drove home, and I
was
Brandy
like,
had to
what
drive
the
the
fuck?
nitro
I
home.
came down
AC
there
wasn't working.
just to see you guys, and you guys left.
Mm-hmm. Now Brandy had to drive the nitro home because AC wasn't working in it, and as soon as I walked out in the heat Sunday morning, I threw up. Like it was immediate.
Yeah.
I was like super flush red. It was
That was
not
the
good.
weekend that Joe hurt me with the van, actually. So it was bad.
That's
The
that
heat.
Bayou heat, man. That Bayou heat's a whole different breed, man.
Bro, that's what. So Jonathan Patrick came 2020. He said he walked out the front door of his the hotel at 7 in the morning, scooped up air, and walked back inside. He's like, "No, bro, it's too. This is ridiculous." I was like, "Dude, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you."
2018, 2019, when I came down there the first time, me and Jeremy Mott shared a room. I
I'm
went
sorry.
outside because we was in a non-smoking hotel, so I went outside to smoke a cigarette. I went outside, smoked a cigarette. By the time I came back, I had to take another shower because I was like, "What the fuck? This is nasty, nasty."
It's gross.
It was bad.
Dude, it was supposed to be nice and cool at sundown last week. Guess what? No.
Wasn't. I saw that weather report. I was like, that ain't happening.
Yeah. I was
It's
like,
always hot.
what was it, Billy? What was supposed to be like 88 or something like that?
Yeah,
86?
80.
Ended up being 110. I
Yeah,
was like,
right.
dude,
Yeah, they straight up lied on that one.
Yeah.
they did.
I was sitting in the Bojangles parking lot dying. I can only imagine at the show.
Right.
Did you at least eat your Bowberry biscuit?
No, I went back and got some later though.
Dude, you
So
gotta get.
what happened to your wheel, bro? What happened?
Apparently, the whole spring bucket that holds the suspension spring up from the bottom, because it's got independent rear suspension, which really sucks for a base car. it decided to say, all right, I'm going to head out, and just headed itself on out.
I mean, you do be driving that thing like a sports car.
I
would 100% thought you I thought you were driving like a sports car and you hit something. That's what I thought.
No, actually, we were just pulling out the Bojangles parking lot. Honestly, like, my first thought was, I am so glad this didn't happen on the mountain.
Yep.
Like, this could have easily, because we were booking 90 plus through the mountains.
See, that's
I was just trying to get there. And I'm like, bro, like, but when it come off, like, the whole wheel went sideways, because that's also part of what keeps the wheel straight. So the whole wheel twisted forward. Luckily, like I said, we weren't doing but 1 mile an hour.
Dude,
but then I'm sitting in the middle of the main street, and I'm like, well, how the hell am I going to do now? So I just put it in 4-wheel drive and drug the butt like a damn dog wiping his ass on the carpet all the way back into the parking lot. I'm like, hey, it's going to be what it's going to be.
Something like that similar happened to me on the way to Scrape the Coast. It must have 2021. I was driving the Tahoe to Scraping. It's only 2 hours away. And we hit traffic on the interstate, really weird spot. So we're doing like 2 miles an hour, super slow. And I noticed that my steering wheel was like more to the right than normal. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I like jerk it left, straighten it back out, shears the steering shaft completely in half. So I have zero steering.
That's
none.
What Nick fixed on the side of the interstate, didn't he?
Yeah, it just happened. So when I did that, it turned it enough to where it aimed it towards the shoulder a little bit. So I just creeped, so do 2 miles an hour. So I just creeped off the interstate. Zero steering wheel wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, it was
bad.
It was
if
bad.
that traffic hadn't been there, it would have happened.
That'll make your nuts clench up a little bit there.
I mean, if that traffic wouldn't have been there, I'd have been doing 70. That'd have been it.
Yeah, I would say the best part was like coming back, because we got mine back together like 2 a.m. So we were all celebrating and happy. We didn't even notice that when the wheel twisted, it bent the brake line. So the hose was rubbing against the rim when we put it back together, and I didn't even catch it. Bro. So, yeah, I'm coming down the mountain. I'm about 50 miles outside Hickory on the way back. I'm rolling about 80, 85. I got Mott and Jackie behind me. I'm rolling solo. And I'm pumping the dude. I go to slow down, dude. That brake pedal, whoop, straight to the floor. There was nothing there.
You're like, oh, no.
Dang.
Oh, bro, I could have made diamonds with coal up my butt. Trust me. And, like, I'm pumping the brake, and it's not nothing, bro. And there ain't no e-brake in the truck. That broke years ago.
Oh, my God, dude.
Like, I'm just like, oh, shit. So I'm, like, hollering at the phone, hey, Google, call Jackie. And, of course, they're behind me, and I'm like, it calls Jackie. I'm like, yo, I ain't got no brakes. And Mott's like, yeah, I see your brake lights flashing. I said, yeah, but you don't see me slowing down. He's like, what you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. We're going to find out, though.
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. Because by now, I mean, it's rolling 80, and it's picking up because it's, like, going down. And I'm looking for one of them runaway ramps or something I could hit. But luckily, it tapered off a bit, and I started stick shifting it down. But it locks you out if you're going too fast. It still won't downshift, even if you try.
No.
So, like, I mean, it finally slowed down enough, and we caught an exit ramp, and I just two-wheeled it, coming around and whipped into some gas station, and it was a moment, that's for sure. So I could fully get it.
I mean,
how'd you stop though?
Like I said, luckily, I mean, it wasn't much of a curve coming down the hill, and it kind of tapered off at the bottom enough. And then, like I said, there was an exit right there. I kind of coasted the exit, just coasted on around the turn into the parking lot at the gas station. By then it's starting to let me downshift. So I got it down to first finally.
Okay, yeah. Whew, man.
Yeah, bro. Like stuff like that. Like, people don't like these base vehicles take a beating, and it's not. Nah, bro. Nope. That's why I tow that thing everywhere. It ain't worth it.
When I was leaving Jason's show in Savannah, I didn't realize this, but the truck was overheating. I ended up snatching the coolant jug from the bracket and cracked the bottom of it. And I was like, all right, fuck. I had a CA glue, and I CA glued it back together as best I could. And then riding down the road, same thing. I go hit the brakes. I got no brakes. Pull over. I snapped one of the bolts on the firewall that held the brake booster on, and I'm like, this thing's low on fluid. And then I saw it dripping, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Nope.
It was bad.
Nope.
Yeah, no quick fix for that.
These vehicles take such a beating. It's just not. It's not worth it anymore.
I swear, there's got to be some base gods somewhere that just looks out for us because we've all just been extremely lucky so many times. Every single base that out there, like
driving down the road, my fire extinguisher went off, doing 70 mile an hour.
Oh my god!
That'll wake you up.
My head is a fucking deep in the wall. That was bad.
That's
but
hilarious.
What'd you think it was? An amp or a sub?
I thought it was a sub at first, and then I reached around and got that whole fucking stupid dust in my face. Was like, oh, this is bad. No, help.
Hey, why'd you get pulled over and try to explain to a cop it's actually fire extinguisher dust?
Yeah.
Right.
I swear, officer, it's fire extinguisher dust.
I would have rather lost a sub than an extinguisher going off in the truck, no doubt.
It was bad, but it was my fault because I was driving down the highway and I full tilted it, and the pin came out. Oof.
That's nice.
To set off the whole fire extinguisher.
I mean, the fire extinguisher is a good idea, but I mean, what's going to catch fire? The batteries?
Yeah, that was in the back.
You're not putting the batteries out because it's a electrical fire.
It was a lithium-based fire extinguisher, Drew. I actually had the right one for it, sir.
No, I've had a sub catch on fire before where it came in pretty handy. So
there are like Class D extinguishers or whatever it is, but they're until the short stops, it's not stopping.
Right, you got to stop it from
reignite.
Creating fire.
You're right, absolutely.
Yeah, because I went to, when I first switched to lithium, I went to the local fire department and asked them like, hey, like, what could I do? And they said either remove it from the vehicle or nothing. It's not stopping. Like, okay.
Right.
So what blows my mind is how many fire departments go out there and I see like these hybrid cars or electric cars on fire and they're spraying water on it. I'm like, that's the worst thing you could do, though.
No, they're just keeping the actual fire out because you can't stop it. You cannot stop the short. It's happening. The water's just to put the flames out.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got a I don't know, a fuse, 3, 4, 12 fuses up in there. Something.
Well, I have
a what?
16 or something like that.
I have a lot. Man, I hadn't seen a fuse in so long.
A fuse? What's a fuse?
Come on over
What's
to
a fuse?
And you can see a bunch of them.
I'll show you some.
I got
4 different fuse boxes by the time it gets back to my amplifiers.
Between front and back, there's a set of fuses in the front and a set of fuses on the back on the main run. I mean, that's it. Like I don't fuse between the amps because that's kind of pointless. But
yeah, the last one I actually saw was full of rods, metal rods. As a matter of fact, where the fuses go.
Nope, I fuse.
Yeah,
and just no reason not to.
Anybody going to Greg's show this next weekend in Tennessee?
Who's that? Me?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Anybody?
I'm not going to any. I'm not doing any more shows this year until SEMA.
When is that?
The first week of November.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'll with Ruckus around the corner. With Ruckus around the corner, I'll probably take it to like Cantil shows or something.
Wake the dead, fool.
Do what?
Wake the dead.
That's like in 2 weeks, right?
No, bro. That's like October.
It's the middle of October. Absolutely.
We might can pull that.
It's like a halfway point between now and Ruckus is Wake the Dead. So you got one in the middle.
That might be doable. That might be
Jack,
doable.
you call Tiffany.
She's right here doing the dishes, loading the dishwasher.
The first year I went down there, I locked my keys in the fucking Tahoe. It was Dan's fault.
No, no shows till SEMA. I'm gonna have to do one trip to Kicker at some point before then, but that's it. It'll be quick. I'll probably drive there because I'm gonna have to bring a bunch of equipment. But
see, I miss SPL Drew already. This SQ Drew guy, I don't know who he is. I'll bring back SPL Drew.
Well, it's SPL Drew going to Kicker, so.
Well,
hey,
I don't think I have a weekend off until next year.
You can call me SQ Drew whenever you're louder than me. How's that? How's that?
Dang it.
Bro, I got a vehicle with no windshield in the driveway that do a 50 right this second. Don't play with me.
Speaking of windshields,
it's laughable nowadays.
Speaking of windshields, y'all know how I kept losing a windshield like every 2 weeks? Okay, you know the skin on the roof, how it goes into the how it goes into
wore it down to nothing.
Yep. And it was 3 feet because you know how it goes into the track of the the window frame.
Mm-hmm.
That was lifted up off the actual frame itself.
Dang.
Of the A pillar, and then we caught it. We caught it when we were putting the windshield in, so we cut it all out, sanded it down, prepped it again, put that new windshield in. That's why I kept losing all those windshields.
That makes sense.
Mine's gone. After the fourth windshield that I had to replace, that whole pinch weld all the way across the top, it split in half. He pulled it off.
See, my top one's still there, but my bottom one is 3/4 missing. The bottom of that windshield is not attached to anything.
Right.
Dang.
The whole pinch weld's gone. Seriously.
Now I know if I shut the doors on it, I know I'll take the windshield out. But
I think a lot of it has to do with that pole that's put in mine. To be honest with you, because the breaking point on mine is right where that pole is, and I think if I would take that pole out, cut the wood roof out, and actually reinforce stuff and to make it a little bit stronger, I think that would help a lot with that Tahoe that I have.
It would.
And that's my goal over the winter time is I plan on...
But I've watched yours, Jimmy. The crazy part is it breaks there, but it doesn't really flex there. Like, I've watched you demo it. It's not really moving there.
That's the problem, though. Everything else is flexing but that spot. So that's going to be the breaking point. You think about it. If everything else in the vehicle is flexing and moving but that one spot, it's going to break right there.
Valid point.
So, I mean, that's why I think it's time for me to cut out that wood roof that wasn't put in correctly. No kicking, no dust, no whatever. But kick it out, redo it, and make it stronger.
Bubba said he wants to be allowed in breaking windshield. Yeah, until you can't stop breaking them, and then it gets really annoying.
Dude,
I'm on my fourth windshield, and it's not fun.
I'm just not allowed because the nitro only broke one windshield ever, and that's just because it was already cracked. It was a
dude,
cheap.
Drew, you can't
Chinese
tell me
glass.
that shit. Like, we don't break windshields. You broke what? One windshield in Duncan's truck in the Sierra?
One, yeah. It was already cracked.
But man, after finding that gremlin, that glass gremlin, and fixed it, what a huge difference that thing. Because, dude, I was losing so much pressure off that windshield because it was going right in the center where it was all tore up. Now
But
that
you
it's all
don't have
cleared
a
up.
hole, Matt.
No, but I also got steel on my roof.
And that's the other point right there.
So these are loud people problems. I don't have to deal with them.
Whatever, Dan, because you don't ever turn your shit up.
I'll tell you this: if Josh Skipper told me to take a dump on the hood, it would help my truck. I would do it. Like whatever Josh Skipper. If it wasn't for Josh, I wouldn't be running that rig and that setup. You know what I mean? Because Josh is knowledgeable, man. Josh and Crystal, bro. Look here, on some of the best people you can be on a team with, honestly. And I know Drew knows Josh.
Dude, Josh is good people, man.
Dude, Josh knows a lot about everything. He's that person. And Josh was like, when we got the design, we're like, hey, we want to do this, do that, change this, make where we're sealing it off, we're going to seal it off like this and see. And dude, that damn thing came 2 sundowns ago when Drew was there. Dude, that thing came out the gate silly.
Dude, that thing's always been loud. I remember the first time I heard it, I almost like, what the fuck? How's this so loud?
Really, Greg? Seriously? I mean, really? I'm not going to mention Slam. That's all I'm going to say. We're not going to mention Slam the second time. The second time was a bit much.
I'd seen in the comments, Jessica said that she was being bumped class because of how much power she's running with 212. How much power are you running? I'm just curious. And why?
I think she's got a 7,500, but I could be wrong.
And why? I mean, because she said she gets bumped in a class with guys with 18. So why not? I mean, if you're going to get bumped because of power, why not do 18s?
Do 18s.
So why not do 18s if that amp bumps you?
Oh, Assault 12. My bad. 12,000.
So she's got a clean 20,000 watts coming out of it. 0.5.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lot to put on 212s.
Hey, what are you rising to with that salt? What are you doing?
Man,
We all wait.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bubba,
Yeah, you in trouble, Matthew.
Bubba
You in
popped
trouble.
up.
Hold up. Go back a comment, Jimmy. Go back a
Hold
comment.
on. No, you in trouble right there, Matt.
Her car
Right?
is loud. She was just bitching about it like yesterday. Like, I got to turn the volume up too loud or too high to get the bass. Like, that's how we say, like, all knobs to the right, you got to let it rip. She's trying to play like volume 5 and get a
hair trick.
Yeah, get a hair trick out of it, you know.
Yeah.
Hi,
I
Joe.
haven't clamped it yet. What?
Yeah.
So are you trying to like compete seriously or just play around?
I think
Like, it's fine if you're just playing around, but
yeah.
Right there, Joe.
but then I wouldn't complain about what class you're in.
She goes to a lot of them. Bubba bumped a 63 and change at like 2 seconds this past weekend. Like,
Man.
and I'm done.
That's that loud
Yeah,
guy
he
stuff.
was effortless. So I'm telling where he's at.
Do you know off the top of your head what's the loudest Port Wars score that we have?
185 and some change.
Just off the top of your head,
Was that just the max of the term lab?
That's on term lab.
No, was that the limit of the term lab?
No.
Is it 185 or 190?
It's in the. Most of them are in the mid 180s. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was a 185 and change. It was on one of those power wheels.
That makes sense.
So basically, it's Port Wars. What they did is they took and they made a mount for the sensor, and it clipped right onto let's call it a jig, and the port trunk right into the sensor.
Yeah, so that's what Matt Sibley did. Something similar years ago. Whenever he was dominating Port Wars after he was the first person to do a 60 in a CRX, and USAC ended up having to ban like the way he was doing it because he would just max out whatever sensor it was.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Well, back in the day before all this, we would find a vent. If we didn't have a vent, we'd put a vent on our firewall, right down there where the sensor would go.
I got a vent right through my firewall. I got a whole lot of them.
Right.
Yeah. You can stick your hand in Dan's firewall.
Right. Apparently,
You
Matt
can
got this on too also.
the top dash.
Right.
Yeah, it's rough.
Good stash spot right there.
Right? Yeah, I'm like half a demo away from Fred Flintstone status over there on this thing. So
When are you going to start trailing it?
I'm actually working on buying a truck as we speak. Actually, dude's been messaging me while we're talking. So
Hell yeah.
What kind of vehicle, Dan?
I'm buying another Armada to tow the Armada.
Exact same vehicle.
No, come on.
The exact same vehicle, the exact same color, everything to the T. Nothing is going to change.
May not be a smart man, but I can tell you that that's probably not the wise thing to do.
What year is it?
Right.
Same
Yeah,
years.
I'm buying a twin to it. And the first thing Jackie asked me, she's like, "You're not putting shit in this, are you?"
But the benefit is you will have spare parts with you always and forever.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey Dan, what year is your truck?
Mine's a 08. I was gonna buy Duncan's. I was literally in the process of buying Duncan's, and like I was planning the drive down there to go get it. And I was like, "Hey, just on a side note, that thing is 4-wheel drive, right?" And he's like, "Shit, I don't know. We don't ever use it down here." And he's like, "Let me go look." And he's like, "No, there ain't no knob in there." I'm like, "Damn." That's out. I can't do it.
You're not like actually gonna tow that with it, right?
What, mine?
That's Drew. We're talking about Dan Curran here. Yes.
I mean, the Armada's rated to pull 10,000. The Armada weighs 1,000. The trailer will probably weigh like 1,500. Some will be just a little over, but it should be all right.
Yes, he will.
You're not getting an Armada to pull the Armada. I don't believe
any of those
You're going
numbers.
to be working on the pulling Armada.
Halfway
Now, I mean, some of
down
these
there,
mountain
I'm
shows
going
might be
to
out of the
have to
question,
pick-
but
Yeah.
halfway down there, I'm going to have to pick him and his Armada up on the side of the road and tow him to the
Right.
show.
You'll have to pick up the one. Yeah, maybe the one on the trailer because the one towing it won't be able to stop at a red light and he's gonna.
I'll tow
Right.
all of them. I'll tow his truck and the.
hey, I will say I didn't realize how heavy Bob was until the damn tow truck was trying to drop it off at the hotel this weekend. Like, he got it on there, but when he was bringing it off, bro, his wheels were 4.5 feet in the air. His front wheels on the
Dang.
tow truck.
Dude, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Have you ever weighed it?
It's 89.98. It's 9,000 pounds.
Dang.
That's heavier
My
than
truck
Duncan's
weighs
truck.
that.
Oh Lord,
My truck weighs 10.
Thank you.
Duncan's truck's at 8,200. Duncan's van isn't even 10.
Really?
I'm guessing
It's like
6
9.
in my Tahoe.
At 92.
Yeah, the Armada surprised me because curb weight was only like 59. I think like 59.40 is stock curb weight. I took it up here to the scales and it was 89.98. I'm like, oh,
Dang.
damn
Dang,
AGMs.
that's heavy. Well,
When
was
we
that
were
with
on
you
the
in
way
it?
to
Was that with
Mississippi,
you in it?
Yeah, oh well, yeah, that was with me in it. So I mean, we got to add a chunk for that.
Yeah.
Ouch.
so we got to take off like what? Then you weigh like what? 195, 200,
At most.
I mean, maybe like 205.
205 pounds of pulsating pleasure right there,
Yes.
Dan Curran, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, that's bullshit, but yeah. We kicking.
Every man can dream, though, Jimmy. Every
Right?
man can dream. You know, let us be.
We kicking. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, they're on these weights and stuff. How's the beefcake process going there, Mr. Drew? See, a lot of y'all don't know.
Yeah,
Mr.
right?
Drew there is Mr. Powerlifter Badass, and he be
Yeah.
keeping that secret. He don't tell nobody.
No, I haven't
he
been in a
let
while.
that go
Actually,
like a year ago when he picked up SPL or SQ.
I hurt my low back a while ago. Like I couldn't walk for a couple of days. It was pretty bad. So I haven't gone back since. I've been kind of taking it easy.
Ah,
Lower back is no joke, bro.
No, dude, it was. I couldn't walk. I had to get help to get out of bed. It was awful, horrible.
Dude,
So
I messed up.
I haven't been back. I've been letting my back rest, and
That's hard.
I'm gonna have to go like see a proper doctor soon, most likely. So.
Yeah, that sucks.
And what's
Dude.
messed up is like the initial damage I did was years ago. I mean, I was in the gym, but I was putting down like some 20-pound dumbbells. I was putting them down, bent forward straight. Felt like I popped my low back. The next day, I couldn't get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I
That
messed
ain't
my
no
back
fun.
up. I messed my back up sunride motorcycles. I looped it real bad and landed right on my ass, dude. And I blew my back out probably still like 6 months ago. Dude, I couldn't get out of bed, and Tiffany had to like literally help me off the toilet, bro. Like I couldn't do nothing. Like it was bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. No, thank you.
That's why
Dude,
I'll be sitting in
you
my
need
chair.
to use a TENS unit. You need to get a TENS unit off of Amazon.
Yeah, that's cool. I have one of those.
Yeah.
what is that? The little shocker pads?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Dude, I bought like a little $40 one, like the cheapest one they had because I didn't think it was going to work.
Oh,
And
man.
like, dude, peppermint oil in that TENS unit, dude, I'm back in action like 18, 24 hours. Pick
Nah,
my feet
man.
up.
You put that on Tiffany's arm and hand her a drink. See
Yeah.
can she do it? Right? Have you not seen those?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen instantly videos. It's pretty.
Goes
funny.
like straight T-Rex arm on you.
See,
Yeah,
we should have had one of them at the Biloxi or the Florida house
you're
there,
right.
Matt.
You're right. We need to do that. That'd be fun. I'm gonna put one in the
Dude, hey,
basement.
I'm all for trying anything once, dude. Y'all know that. I'll do it.
Yeah. That's something we're gonna start doing. That'd be fun.
Dude, I'm excited to have Base Wars here with Walt running it, by the way, Billy.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun, you know? And Walt's
I
awesome.
think-
Walt's
Yeah, I
very
think
knowledgeable, too.
he's got his first show planned. I think he sent to me either today or yesterday.
That's
Thing.
pretty cool.
I still have to make our thing, but
It's
yeah,
official now.
yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Pretty sure.
I just want to play stereos. That's all I want to do. I might go drive the Tahoe tomorrow.
Oh, you got to get your bass fixed.
It's missing the driver mirror, but it'll be all right.
September the 10th. And
I was giving out demos at the last SQ show with the Tahoe, and the driver mirror fell off going down the road.
They asked you to turn it down?
I didn't play it at the show. We went took a rides down the road, like Justin Phillips and from them. No, we went down the road.
Yeah. They still heard it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that Matt demo I got at sundown though. I only got like 3 demos at the whole show because we only made it like 30 minutes of the show. But man,
What now?
the Matt demo, yours. Oh,
No.
yours.
No.
Yes.
Hey, I was like a proud papa moment, bro. I ain't felt a demo that hot since scraping.
I was like, Dan will be proud of this right here. Dan will be proud of this.
Gotta give me the solo. Come on. Tell us about that demo, though. I heard about it. Dan was bragging. He was like, oh.
It got hot in there, dude. I'll tell you this. I would have felt comfortable baking 2 dozen of cookies back there. Just put them on a cooking tray and put them on top of the motors, and they would have baked easily. We could have had cookies. It was hot in there. Like I said, it was like 278-ish on the front sub, but my back subs usually get about 15, 20 degrees hotter in the rear. And it was hot. It was hot.
I had some flashbacks on that one, so yeah. Hey, he didn't turn it down either. He was giving it the sauce.
But dude, it did stink. I'll turn it down when it started to stink, but it didn't stink. It acted like
you found that magic spot. You just cooked the glue so far, it just don't smell no more.
Dude, I swear to God, I was like, when I was giving you that demo, I was like, I know Dan's proud because I know he just got in there and started sweating bullets. I'm like, oh, yeah.
I was like, this is payback. I know what this is. This was a setup move.
It still wasn't as hot as yours, but it's pretty hot.
It was damn hot.
The heat's brutal. Like the nitro's whole the whole wall used to get hot. You just feel the heat just radiating from it. The motors on the subs for the Tahoe were still at 100 degrees, 48 hours, 36 hours after slam. We were home, and the motors were still hot. Like,
dude, motors hold some heat, bro. Like they don't cool off.
Dude, mine didn't cool off until Monday.
I ain't figured out something weird on mine. Like I can have it parked in the garage for a solid week. Don't turn it on, no nothing. Garage would be 72 degrees. But if you go to crawl in that box, it's always like 20 degrees hotter in the box.
Yeah.
Y'all ever notice that? Is like, or is it just mine? Because like, I swear to God, if I go out there and crawl in that box right now, I'll be sweating my ass off.
Hot.
We never heard of 72 degrees down here, man.
Yeah, everything's
that's
always
true.
hot. Dude.
I mean, that one day in January when you guys experienced that down there.
Yeah,
then February.
Well, that's all. That's
just
really
like in
December.
December, don't lie.
It's 85 at Christmas here, man.
Right.
I don't know. Like I got all deep in thought and off on a tangent one night, and I was like trying to science the hell out of it. Like maybe it's the magnetic force from the motors that just automatically creates heat in a box. I don't know. Like
maybe
that'd be a problem. Right?
Oh man.
I'm gonna science this shit now. Like I'm gonna go put a thermometer in the box and just monitor it. And be like, it's hotter in this box. I swear to God, it's hotter in the box all the time.
I couldn't touch Dan's stripper pole when he gave me a demo. That's how hot that fucker was.
Dang,
you can touch Dan's pole. Don't lie, dude.
He was talking about the bigger pole, not the little pole.
You should have seen us in Florida, baby. You might have been jealous.
Yeah.
Hey, all I can say is it's a good thing the hot tub wasn't working.
Things get weird in Florida, for sure.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Hey, you only live once.
Right.
Absolutely.
It only hurt for a second. You'll be all right.
Hey, we did drag Duncan in on it, too.
It'd also be like that.
I can't believe they showed up. I was like, damn, he actually came.
Dude, look here. I was trying to get Duncan all silly, tore up, and we went to gas station after we ate, and he bought us like 12-pack of beers. He left some in the cooler. I brought them home. I showed Tiffany. I was like, no wonder I couldn't get them drunk. They're like 2.5% alcohol. I'm like, he might as well drink a fucking O'Doul's. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, no.
Right.
But yeah, dude, we were pouring some shots out there in the bar at the pool, around the pool. That was fun, dude. That house was dope.
It looked pretty fun. I was actually pretty jealous I didn't go down there, Dan.
You had to offer, sir.
Dan.
Hey, you got to take that up with Mama. Y'all was the ones I got to get back.
Well, because we left Thursday.
If I had Pittman money, I'd have took 2 weeks off. But
y'all left Thursday.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear about being gone for a bunch of days. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, nobody's got Drew dollars.
Yes, maybe, some of us got to answer for our paychecks to a boss. Others just got to be the boss.
What are you talking about?
The only person I know that has Drew dollars is Duncan. And Duncan just rewrote the book. I mean, seriously.
No, we can't even get on Duncan money right now. Duncan money's a new level. That's out.
Was you not with us that time when Duncan opened up his center console and found a check for like $3,000 sitting in there? It was like, oh.
I know that.
Oh, I didn't even know it was there.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You don't just find money?
No, hell no, I don't find money. I'm broke as hell.
Oh, come on. Oh,
yeah.
There it is, finally. 17%. Or 18%. Whatever.
So what's the game plan for the next show that everyone's going to? I know you're
Wake the Dead, except Drew.
And then y'all aren't going to Ruckus.
Jackie wants her Vegas, bro. She's got to have her Vegas.
We'll be there. Is Ruckus the same day as Vegas this year?
It's like a week apart, but I can't do both.
It's a week after. It's Vegas, then Ruckus. Yeah. And Ruckus is Ruckus is November 12th through the 13th, I think. It's my birthday weekend, so Ruckus is going to be wild.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I bet I'll be there. That's probably Walt will probably do that show, but I'll probably come.
Hell yeah.
I'll turn the camera off.
I'm going to try to do Wake the Dead. Hi, Brandy. Even though Drew turned the camera off.
Right.
I'm back. And you can do the bottom, just the big part of it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I think I'm gonna be at shows every weekend until the year's over. I think December the 15th is when it stops for me.
I will say what's gonna suck though is if things are going as it's looking they're going here, might be a little change on my scheduling and it might be some less shows in the future for a little while. So
no, you're just gonna have to bring Jackie's car.
No, Jackie had to bring mine because I'll be working. That's the problem.
You gonna buy that business you work for?
Shoot, I wish.
That'll make you have to stay to work on Saturdays.
If I had a sugar mama like Tiffany, maybe.
Boy.
I need a sugar mama. What's up?
She just said.
We already know Brandy's the sugar mama. You can't tell us.
Really? Hold on now.
Nah, she was.
Man, look here.
Point, dude.
Hey,
try that.
When me and Tiffany first started dating, that was my sugar mama.
Same, got Brandy and mine.
Yeah.
Dude, she was at the hospital making bang. I was fresh out of a government vacation, working at a furniture store on the back of a box truck, delivering furniture, making $7.25 an hour.
Right? Yeah.
This man said a government vacation
with benefits, bro. They're paid with benefits.
Yeah, dude. Free roof, free food, free water, free electric.
Hey, you can't beat the room service.
Yeah.
That healthcare was amazing, though. Be truthful with it. Somebody's got a dog that needs to go out, Drew.
Come here, bro.
Is that Max? Is that
Yeah.
Max? Where's Max?
Yes, Max. Come on. Let's see Max.
Come.
Max. Oh, he can't hear me. Drew's got his headphones.
Stop.
Yeah, he got his headphones on. There he is.
Oh, no. Okay. I can hear you now.
The brains behind it all, right there, ladies and gentlemen, right there.
Right?
Max is so cool, though. Seriously, he really is.
Yeah, my buddy.
I haven't met the new one though. I
Oh,
feel
dude, she's huge.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Allie, right?
Yep, Allie. Or
Oh, look at
Allison.
that. He just assumed a position. Like, he's like, yeah, I know what it's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my dad.
That ain't Max's first rodeo right there.
That's my
Oh,
dad.
he's all about the pets. Give me a shake,
Oh,
dude.
Tiffany.
Come on, give me a shake. Come on.
Oh, the fuck.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You in
So-
trouble now, Dad?
So.
Dude,
How many times you got that?
after our last incident, we're gonna let Ainsley's little heart heal up, and then
Sorry
get her
about that.
another one. Probably, yeah.
It's hard. It is. I mean, seriously.
Dude, that girl cried at that dog's grave for days, bro. Every morning, every night, get off work or get off school, daycare, whatever, go out there and just cry. I was like, fuck. At first, I was like, man, damn it, I wish it would have been me and not the dog. You know what I mean? Like, I could have healed it up, but
Dang. Yeah, that's
she got a
rough.
little. She got an actual like stuffed animal and put the dog's collar around and all that, dude. I cried and whimpered like a baby. I was like, fuck, like.
We've all been there. Absolutely.
Look at Dan. Look at Dan just sitting back.
Drew's like,
What?
what the
I'm trying to figure out how Drew doing the Zoom thing down there. Like, how the heck you
I
doing?
know, right?
Drew got
I have an
fancy
actual
stuff.
live streaming setup. That's
Well,
why.
Drew's got a camera.
Yeah, Drew's got that OnlyFans
Sure.
camera going in 4K over there. So
Yeah, the
No,
feet, you know.
80. It's 1080.
yeah, see, that's bougie.
Yeah.
Well, I can.
Are those
light?
Sennheiser headphones you're wearing too, sir?
Where the light? There, the light. You know.
Right?
All the light. Let me turn down my ISO real quick. Oh shit. There we go. Now we're doing something.
Yeah, that light's serious.
Oh, dude, it's bright.
Yeah.
It's real bright.
Thought you about to get interrogated.
Right?
So, more orange.
Yeah, we know what Drew's other source of income is. Now we see all this fancy video equipment, lighting, sound.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right?
Hey, don't worry. I paid for my premium subscription.
Look, I even got the accent lighting.
Oh, I see that.
Is there a couch back there too?
The
That's
mood
it.
changer.
That's where the magic happens back there.
I was waiting to see a couch.
That's a green screen. Yes, sir.
Well, it's artificial. I have thought about getting an actual green screen to go behind me, but
Oh, it
Yeah,
That
helps.
works pretty good
It
though.
helps. Trust
Yeah,
me. It
That's
helps.
pretty badass. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that works good.
I've had the blur effect on the entire time. Because this is
Do
blur
the
on.
green screen
Blur
and
off.
just drop it down, Drew. Seriously,
Mhm.
it
I've,
helps.
I've got one. I don't know. Well, you probably have a Zoom, but I have one that I just pull down behind me, but I can't use it because I'm still using a webcam and it's just too wide angle.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
using-
have to stay more zoomed in like this because it's
Mine's
not that wide.
hanging up there. You can't see it, but I
The
drop
one
it
that I
down.
was looking at is made
Me and
by the
Matt
same
sitting
company.
over here on our phones, like, what?
It's the same company that makes the camera I use, Elgato, and it's like it pops up from the ground. That way you can.
well, so Dan, I think this is probably about number 150 for us. So
Michael
I
Bryant,
invested a
what up,
little bit into doing them, you know.
Look here, the guy that just commented, Michael Bryant. Dude,
Yes, sir.
that poor soul, bro. He was in the passenger seat, and he was
Yeah.
probably getting more heat at the ankles and at the shins than I was. 'Cause I know that side of that truck shocked. Dude, when I rolled up the window. I think I gave I don't know if it was Drew or if it was Nick when I rolled up the window on him and I gave him the sauce. But
It
dude,
was Nick.
well, I think it was, yeah, it was you or Nick? I think Nick, whatever. But dude, After doing that, the door shredded apart. Like literally, 2 layers, pitch welds gone, shot. The hinges are bent. I'm over it.
So this will it may be actually on the beach where we have the shows now. So turns out Cruising the Coast starts the same time as our finals. So locations are very difficult to come by.
Yeah, our cruising's bigger than scraping by a long shot too.
Oh, it ain't even close. And so anyway,
that's a bad thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought it was early November though.
No, it's the weekend that we have our finals is when people.
Okay,
it's that next week.
I heard the one up here is going to be in St. Louis this year, so I'm cool with that.
No, it's going to be in Kansas City. Nice try. You're going to bring your ass down here. KCK.
I ain't trying to get robbed, sir. Y'all wild out there.
Oh, I wish you would. Really, right? Really. I wish you would. My keys are probably still in my ignition right now, if I had one. But they're up there.
Right.
Dad, no. You gotta lock your doors, your neighbors' doors, and
I will stick to the safety of good old St. Louis, sir.
No, sir.
Wow.
No. That's bullshit. That's
bullshit. Like, Kevlar and stuff, right?
No.
Kevlar undershirts.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's up, Matt? Wake the Dead. What's up, man? We needed a definitive live answer here. You heard it here first on Base Wars.
Y'all better holler at Tiffany.
I just told Jackie to call her.
She's the breadwinner, dude. You got to ask her if she's got the money.
Okay. Tiffany Brown. Everybody tag her in this video right now. Tiffany Brown. Tag her.
Tiffany, you're being summoned for the chat. Send me the link on it, dude. Give me the info.
Flick your phone sideways. Like you're in trouble now. Oh, you got an iPhone. Never mind.
No, I got Samsung, dude.
It should turn when you spin it.
It should, absolutely.
I didn't tell y'all what Samsung I had, dude. I ain't balling like y'all, dude.
Oh, Dan's got like 12 years from now.
I got the 21 Ultra Plus.
Okay.
I got Gamecast.
It should automatically flip when you do it. But
oh no, I'm not tech savvy. I know it's probably something simple, but I ain't gonna know how to do it.
Right.
That's all right. We get to see that big old sexy mullet mug right there. Anyway, we're good.
Damn, man.
Tiff's in the house. Y'all in trouble.
Oh, there she is. Tiffany, since you watching, Wake the Dead, we need a definitive answer.
Are we going to Wake the Dead? Yes or no?
It's in Arkansas, right?
All the cool kids are going. The ones that aren't cool aren't going.
He's absolutely right. That's why I'm not going.
Yeah, you are.
He'll be there. You know that.
He'll be there. I was poking the Drew Bear with that one.
You said, what's that?
Because he's not coming to Wake the Dead.
I'm probably coming down for this.
Tiffany said, what's that?
Yeah.
Just say yes. Just say yes. That's all I need you to do. Say yes.
That's the answer, Tiffany. Right. Yes.
It's 6 hours for you, Billy?
Where is it?
Searcy, Arkansas.
Arkansas. I think
that's like 6 hours away from me.
It's 6 hours away from me, so I think it's 6 hours away from Billy. I think we figured that out.
Yeah, I think it's about 5 from me, so.
So that would be like 16 hours for me.
Where are you at?
I'm in South Carolina.
Oh, shit.
Ain't that far.
Shit.
Doesn't Arkansas like border part of South Carolina or some shit?
It does. There's a state or two in between, but it's close.
What the fuck? Look.
Definitely
maybe. Hey.
What's that mean? No.
That means yes.
That means no.
Look here, no. If Stephanie's about it, dude, she's ready to go. Look here, like I've been trying to get her involved in the audio and all that, and like my hobby, because like I never actually had like a hobby with her. Like I stunt rode motorcycles, traveled the world doing that, doing audio, like. But y'all, look here. When she went to Mississippi, it blew her fucking mind. She fell in love with it. Fell in love with everybody's wives. Got along with everybody. And it was like everybody. It was like for Tiffany first time meeting everybody. It's like it was a fucking high school reunion 20 years later. Everybody showed her love. Everybody was cool. And dude, that meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? Because I know all y'all, we're all assholes and chop up and joke around. But you know, for Tiffany's first experience, it was a great one. You know what I mean?
That was her first? Wow.
Yeah. She didn't want to leave, dude.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Well, that's the whole idea, sir. But trust me, it's all good till she wants her own like build, and then it starts. Bro, the addiction ain't no different, bro. It ain't never enough.
Dude, look here.
And now you got to hold up 2 builds.
Look here, I done put one in hers 4 days ago.
That's why I say you done messed up and stuck the needle in, bro. It's done now. Sorry.
You see what Tiffany just said? Oh my God, I had Best Buy 12 from the Geek Squad in high school. I've always loved bass.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Oh, so she's saying you've been slacking and have. Okay.
Hey, I'm ready to do a C-pillar bill in the bins, bro. Like all day.
You're in trouble now. You're in trouble.
Get Jonathan Patrick to build me an alternator for the bins, let it ride, put a little 90 amp hour C-Max in it and let it ride. I'm all for it. I promise you, I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
I will say Jackie cut me off from the wall. She won't let me wall the road.
That's too much of a car, dude.
She's not watching, but that's part of why I want another Armada, so we got something that can hold a bunch of passengers so I can wall the damn road.
It's not going to happen. Jackie will shut that shit down. Nope. Absolutely not. I'll bet.
Hey, Drew, have you ever done a design for a Nissan Rogue?
Man, you need an excursion.
Don't even figure it up because it's not going to happen.
He's already got the computer, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
It depends on the year, but probably. I mean, yes. Yes.
Tiffany said, got to put a stroller and 2 babies in there. Say less. We'll make it work.
Hey, trailer rack. I told you how that works, right, Matt?
Right.
Right. That's all you need.
On the back. Yes.
If I put the trailer rack on the Yukon, which we really needed when we went to Mississippi, I'd want to put speakers in it. I know that sounds stupid, but I'd want to put
Don't be a damn current. Don't be a damn current.
Hold on. He just gave me ideas. Hold on, bro.
I want to get the roof rack, like the turtle shell roof rack, and then put Mids and Highs in it. And put it like
what is it, Raphael Capone, where it's got the actuators and it just comes up?
Dude. That thing's nasty, dude.
Yeah.
That thing's silly. I end up ripping everything out. I don't know if I'm gonna do it by ruckus. I got a lot of work to do at work. Big sales coming up. But I really, really, really want to finish up this rear hatch stunt wall. So I got the actuators, got the hinges. But for my year, dude, you got to butcher, like literally butcher.
You gonna do like Jay Jones, where it flips all the way up?
Yep. And but dude, you got to like, I don't know if he had to cut much of his, but on mine, you got to cut like I think it's like 2.5 inches and like 4 inches wide for the hinge to go in there.
For it to sink back, yeah. So it go all the way up. It's
like it's not like you can take the wing off of the 06 models and have the space. You literally got to notch the hard plastic wing on top with the third brake light. You got to notch the body. But I know 2 people have done that in Florida, but they're telling me they're taking on water, it's leaking in the back, the gaskets, the seals, everything that came with the kit, it ain't holding up, it ain't doing it. And that scares me.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw you drive around with a foot of water in the front floorboard. Don't tell me about taking on water.
Dude, look here. Let's not talk about that, all right?
Right.
Dude, look here, y'all. That fucking AC, after doing all that work, spending all that money, it was blowing ice cubes out on the way to Mississippi. Got back. I was in the Florence show, and I wasn't even wailing on this thing, dude. AC stopped. I broke the condenser again.
Nah, when we saw it at the house in Florida, like I'm like, bro, you need to roll your windows up. They don't roll up. Bro, your door ain't shut. It don't shut. Bro, why is there like 2 foot of water in your floor? Like there's goldfish swimming in here. AC broke. I'm like, man, he's some loud guy, like a whole list of loud guy problems going on here today.
Right.
Like that went hard and scraping. He just ran it down.
I didn't care, dude. I didn't care. I was out there with the big dogs. You know, I'm just a puppy. You know, I was trying to do my best to keep up.
Yeah, well, you did.
Just a puppy.
Thing loud.
It's not every day you get to be in the booth with Drew.
That was an experience. That was cool.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know about. That ain't me.
Hey, I feel honored just to be in the same parking lot as Drew.
Right.
Me too.
Boy.
Hey, I bet you next scraping I track him down and beat him up and get him come to my truck though with that JL thing.
I bet he
We
don't.
can do it not at the show for sure.
I bet he don't.
I ain't gonna lie, that JL Max looks so sick.
Dude,
As much smack as I talk guys, that thing just looks sick.
it is. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's sick. I'll figure it out one day.
You'll get it.
No, I mean like it syncs up best with JL equipment, obviously, but it can be used without it. But like we do full tunes in my truck from start to 210, 215 plus point. I ask a truck in 20 minutes. It's crazy.
That's crazy as fuck, dude. That's wild.
Now it works like if you've got the VXI amps, like does it link directly in?
Yeah, VXI and the tweak processors. Yep, that's the reason I went to VXI amps was we could more easily tune the truck.
I give JL so much credit, man. They do stay innovative on some things.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, people give them shit about pricing and stuff, but it's what people say they want. They want built in the U.S. by American drivers until they see the price, and then they're crying.
That's
Do you know how much a Sundown ZV5 would cost if it was 100% made in the U.S., like every part, every piece? Bro, it'd be a $2,500 subwoofer.
God almighty.
Yeah, well, that's like a W7. What's W7? $1,000? 800?
nah, they went up. They're like 11 now for the 12s.
Yeah, I mean,
JL just did like their first big price increase recently.
Dude,
built in the U.S.
Who was the guy at Scraping that had the Dodge 3500 and the doors were spinning? It was a whole JL build. Who was that?
What?
Dude, yes. The wires weren't bonding up. The actual door was spinning. Yeah. He had Lambo doors on it, and the hinges had all the wires through. And the door was spinning. It was slow, but it was spinning. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit.
I missed that one.
We've done spinning speaker boxes before.
But it was a JL build. Blow through all Dodge Ram dually. Nasty.
I'll say the craziest one I seen is a semi truck that was at Slamology, and the dude has W7s in his fender wells, bro.
Bro, imagine that type of wealth, where you can have your outside speakers be W7s,
dude, and not just outside, in the fender wells, like the tires are facing the speakers.
Wealth. That's all it is pure wealth.
There was easily, I would say, easily 150 grand in that build.
It was never drove on the street.
No, that truck will never see the pavement, other than the parking lot. But it was just insane. Like I could see doing something crazy like that with some budget subs, but like this dude had like 20 W7s shoved in his fender wells and in the back of the truck. They ain't count what's inside the truck. Oh, this was just his outside. Screw you, money.
You gotta stop being broke. That's all it is.
Right.
Well, one day we'll all get to be Drew Jones money.
Sir, I only have JL amps.
See, like I said.
And a W3. And a W3, sir.
I can't talk too much smack. I was JL for 15 years. So.
But why'd you stop? That's a whole nother mission. We're not going there.
JL?
Mm-hmm. JL treated me good. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them folks. Product was good. Service was good. Sound was good. It's just at some point there's a crossover. You know, the only people I've seen go just incredibly stupid in the SPL world with JL was the Munsons.
Well, I mean,
anytime someone says JL can't get loud, I'm like, are you sure?
Really?
Are you sure?
That's not true. I've seen it.
Well, guys, I'm going to hop off here. It was good hanging out with everybody.
Yeah, I'm going with Drew.
Oh, that Drew.
Adios, amigo.
All right, hang on. On that fat note, Matthew, give us that smile. That patented smile right there. Look. Come on. Come on.
You can't help it, man.
Say that she's not patented. Hold on. Right there. It's just patented. Right there. Right there.
Oh, there's Sugar Mama.
Hi, Mama.
That's
She's
the
like,
thing.
you know,
That's
hilarious. Yeah.
I don't know how to
we
use it.
appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on tonight.
Y'all, thank y'all for the love. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for everything.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good
We
one.
appreciate you, man. We'll see you soon.
Y'all will, I promise.
All right, dude.
All right, man.
Talk to you later.
Brother video, Billy.
Oh, I gotta do it. I don't do the exit videos, man.
Shit. I don't have her.
Did you just act, Dan?
No.